light and about to get my eye out. Alright guys, welcome back to another fun episode. We're going to be doing some, I'm doing some melting some butter in my old cast iron Dutch oven. I'm about to do some homemade Salisbury steak and gravy, so I'm going to do me a roux. So I'm going to get it going and get my roux going. I got my hamburger meat right here for my Salisbury steak. I'm going to do me some onions and stuff. I got my potatoes boiling right there for my mashed potatoes. And then right over here, I got some leftover mashed taters from last night and an egg. I'm going to do some tater cakes, I believe. I'm going to do some homemade tater cakes. So just follow along with me. We'll get this stuff took care of. Appreciate you. This is what I'm doing here. I'm melting my butter, and I put a little bit too much flour in it, which my daughter called them out on it. But that's okay. That's how you go ahead and make a roux. You're going to just take it, and you're just going to do some old flour in an old skillet. You're going to melt it, and it's going to thicken. It's going to darken up. Ain't going to thicken up right here. It's going to get dark. So, but we just keep stirring it, stirring it, stirring it, and over a period of time, it'll take and get dark. That was my daughter trying to knock the other grease over there. It's hard to find good help in the kitchen nowadays. I'm telling you that right now. But we're going to do this old roux. We're going to get it darkened up. And keep it stirred. And over a period of time, it's going to take probably about an hour and 30 minutes to make a good roux and get it real dark. And then that way, when I do add my Salisbury in there and add me a little bit of beef broth and water and stuff like that in there, it'll all come together and thicken up. We're just going to keep old stirring the old roux up. And then we're going to take some of this old yay main seasoning that I got right here. We're going to put that in with my hamburger meat. And we're about to cut some onions up and put it in there. And then we're going to mix it all together and get ready. I got my stuff here for my potato cakes. Alright guys, what I'm doing now is I'm mixing all this stuff together. I got my egg in there, got my binder in there, got my onions chopped up in there. I can't make it terribly too hot because won't nobody eat it if I do. So what I'm doing is I got it seasoned up. Then I got my roux going, got my potato cakes are going over there. Or excuse me, us Southerners call them tater cakes, you know, but I got to be politically correct. I got to call them potato cakes. You know, because if I call them tater cakes, all them millennials probably don't know what that is anyway. So I call them potato cakes. So I got my old Salisbury seasoned up, ready to go, and I'll make my patties here in just a minute. I'm going to slide this over to the side and let it set till I get ready to fry them. That's my potato cakes, guys. Tater cakes. That's my tater cakes right there. Looking good. That's that made out of leftover mashed taters. Okay guys, as you can see, my roux is getting darker. I got my potatoes are rolling over here. I got my little old potato cakes are going. These are what they look like as they're coming out of the skillet. And we're just going to keep cooking it up in here. See, my roux's getting darker. Just going to keep cooking it till it gets real dark. And then back here in my other pan, back here in the back, I got some bacon and some onion I'm rendering down because I'm about to do me some green beans in it and get them going as soon as my bacon cooks up a little bit. So when my potatoes is going, I got my potato cakes right over here. I got my last potato cake in the skillet. See how I'm using cast iron? I'm using cast iron. I'm using my Magnolite collection set that I got. That's usually about what I cook in. You know, I take it old school when I go to cook. That's what makes the food taste a lot better is when you go back. You can't get the flavor of Southern food in Teflon. You got to have cast iron. You got to have Magnolite. That's just part of it. A lot of people are scared of cast iron, but see, if you get it just right, it's just like Teflon, non-stick. And you just take this right over here, flip it right over. Just like Teflon, non-stick cast iron. Just keep stirring your roux. Work it between back and forth. And when that roux gets dark enough we can make the gravy out of it, then we'll just throw the gravy in there. See how it's coming together, guys? It's getting darker and darker. We're just gonna keep cooking it and cooking it till it gets darker and darker. And it just works out and comes together. It's gonna make a good gravy. That's how I make my homemade gravies and stuff like this. I just do a roux. I don't like none of this packaged stuff. I try to do everything homemade because that's the way my mom and them done it when I was growing up. She done everything from scratch. So that's the way I try to teach my kids. It's a dying art, so nobody cooks from scratch hardly anymore. I'm just thankful that I'm almost 50-year-old and I can still throw down in the kitchen. Show my kids how to do things the way my mama used to do. This is my green beans I got going. A little bit of bacon off in them. I'm just gonna let them cook and work its way out. Fixing to make my mashed potatoes. I added some butter, salt and pepper. And I'm going to use this old potato masher that I got. We're just going to mash these down. And then you come back in a little while and you'll see my mashed potatoes. All right, I got my roux thickened up, got it dark. Now I'm making my gravy. Add a little bit of water to it. I got some mushrooms cooking in there. And I'm going to add some beef bouillon. Get it going. It's all going to thicken up. Then I'm going to add my Salisbury to it. All right, I'm adding my Salisbury up in here. I cooked these a little bit on the Blackstone. I'm going to finish cooking them in the gravy. We're going to add this up in here. They're going to go over good with some mashed potatoes and some green beans. There we go, guys. I'm going to let it set and simmer and on low for a little while, and it's all going to thicken up. And it's going to be my homemade Salisbury steak. There you have it, guys. My Salisbury steak, homemade mashed potatoes and green beans. Hope you enjoy. If you like the video,
please subscribe and leave a comment, and make sure you hit the post notifications for more videos like this.
And hit the like button. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.